the way like it looks whenever you get a star at like this angle, like Lubba's in the background, like swaying from side to side rhythmically. He looks like he's one of our backing singers or something like that. He's just,
Unchain my heart, unchain my heart.
Joe like in a doo-wop band, and like Mario's gonna start singing, and Lubba's like da dum da dum ba dum ba boom da dum ba boo ba da dum da da do 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 do.
I love
The
it.
viewers are treated to a lovely view of Lubba like swaying on that side. Look like this.
I was thinking.
Da do da do 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 da do da do 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 da do da do 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 da do. Like what's that Paul Simon? There's like this Paul Simon song, like, and it's like called, I think it's called Tenderness. Like, do you know one that's like, but there's no tenderness beneath your honesty, or something like that. Like, where there's like this part at the end of that where like this black backing singer just goes like from this really low note up to this really high note. He just comes in all of a sudden like like that.
I don't think I've ever been blessed to hear that piece of glorious music yet.
You have to go listening to it. It's like there's this crazy guy. He just goes like that. He just comes out of nowhere. It's hilarious. Did you see the new Brental Floss song?
Yes I did.
Did you like it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything that guy puts out, I'm just like, oh, Brental Floss. You.
I don't know. I still think like Freya is my favorite character in Final Fantasy IX.
Oh well, yeah. I thought it was actually gonna be using some of the like music from Final Fantasy IX, but I mean it was still a really.
It did.
Yeah, it kind of used like his theme.
He referenced that like Alexandria like Vivi from the start of the game. Joe was like bang 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 bang. Do you know that part where he's like, oh no, I was sold a forgery.
Do 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 do. That one.
Oh, I'm so glad you've played that game because it's like the best one.
It is really awesome, and like I was telling my friend that I was playing it, and he's like, "That's your first Final Fantasy? What are you doing?" I'm just like, I'm sorry.
It's the best one.
It's the best one. Well, I don't really have anything to compare it to.
Well, I think it's the best one, and I played like almost all of them, so.
Yeah, he was just like, that's a reference to every Final Fantasy ever. We should play all the other ones first. I'm like,
Buzz off. Buzz off. That's my answer to everything. Just telling someone to buzz off.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Well, you played like some of Final Fantasy 13 and didn't really like it.
No, not really. Final Hallway 13.
Oh, don't be so disparaging, man.
It's the game's playing itself. The game's playing itself.
That's like saying like, oh, well, Super Mario World just goes left to right as like a complaint.
Yeah, but that's the mechanic of the whole series. It's supposed to do that.
Okay, I'm in Freezy Flake Galaxy and I'm doing I'm doing like Sorbetty whatever level. It's the second star.
Second star. I think you're making up these like galaxy names.
No, I'm not, I promise. I'm not going playing the stupid dice shooting craps for one-off.
Why not?
Because it's just like a big waste of time is what it is. Oh jeez, there's like this Goomba effigy. Oh, is this the place where you can like...
Is this the one with all the...
No, that's the place where you die.
Oh!
There's like one of these like ledges where like if you drop off, like it's a blind like drop into the oblivion, but you land on a platform.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I imagine that's where a green star would be.
Yeah, it is actually.
Sounds like a Green Star place, bunch of chumps.
Like I loved like all like where those green stars are hidden and everything. It's just like, as I say, it gets a little tedious after a time.
I imagine so. That's gonna be so interesting to do.
I'm walking on the boss of the level like I've never walked before. It's like, yeah, there's this planet that's actually the boss of the level, and you're walking all over him, and then you go down onto the next planet and just falls out of the sky and attacks you. It's like,
Oh, I didn't know you were a boss. I'm sorry.
sorry I walked on you, sir.
Oh, it's okay.
It's like,
it happens all the time.
Harriella was just saying like the other day in like Banjo-Kazooie that like he really liked in like our Banjo-Kazooie co-op the fact that like you couldn't see what I was doing. So every time something like happened to me, I'd go like, oh, and you'd be like, what happened?
That was part of the charm of that LP.
Oh my god. I'm just kind of going up through like I'm on to world 3 now or 2 or something. I'm just kind of going up through the worlds, cleaning them out is what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I was doing in the last session, but obviously I didn't get the job completely done.
No, like, but you weren't trying to be comprehensive.
Well, it would take a lot.
You were just kind of dancing around fighting Bowser.
I'm not gonna fight Bowser. Never again.
You get to do like the comet on the final Bowser. It's the final Bowser. The final. Oh, we still have to do our competition, the next great Bowser.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
The next great Bowser.
And then people to just dress up as Bowser and be like, I'm the next great Bowser.
And the judges will be me, you, and Bowser.
Because we know him on a personal level.
What would there be? There'd be like the swimsuit category, Bowser's face category, the Dennis Hopper category. Okay, I'm in Freezy Flake again. I'm doing like the chimp skating in this level.
Chimp skates.
I just can't get enough of the Dennis Hopper category.
I ran out of room on my paper.
And just turn it over.
I drew on the back.
Oh, you. Do you know what? You're a geographical oddity, isn't you? Did you ever see Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yes.
And it's like, do you know that part where like George Clooney wants to like buy that like pomade in the shop, and like he's like, can you get this? And he's like, it'll take 2 weeks to get here. And he's like, then he asks for something else, and your man's like, oh, it'll take 2 weeks to get here. And like George Clooney's like, well, ain't this place just a geographical oddity? 2 weeks away from everywhere. I love that line. It's so funny. 2 weeks away from everywhere.
That's awesome. I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. I need to go back and watch it. It's been quite a many years.
It's been a long time, Clarice.
No. No, it hasn't. Go away.
I told Harriella that he's gonna wake up in the middle of the night hearing the screaming of the gobies.
The terrible screaming of the gobies.
Please tell me when the gobies stop screaming. Gobi ain't never gonna stop screaming.
Not as long as Banjo-Kazooie and Kazooie are alive and well.
Oh man, I'm doing like Haunty Halls now, the second star.
Haunty Hall.
Yeah.
Haunty
Haunty. Haunty Hall.
Second star.
Where's my Betty Bye basket?
You.
I love that dog in the Aristocats, that one who says like, where's my Betty Bye basket? So funny. Well, Amanda, do you have a Betty Bye basket?
I don't have a Betty Bye basket.
In the summer, do you plant a cot out in the porch and sleep out there?
No, I don't. It's far too hot to do anything like that.
Oh, it's too hot to sleep outside, but it's okay to sleep inside.
Yeah, there's air conditioning inside.
Oh, okay. We don't ever have air conditioning in houses here because our temperature is like 10 degrees Celsius the year round.
Yeah, see, if you lived in Florida without air conditioning, you'd be crazy.
I'm guessing a lot of people don't have air conditioning then.
No. A lot of people have air conditioning. In fact, it's a very strange thing if you go to a house that doesn't have air conditioning.
Do you remember that time like I was talking to you and your dad like...
Oh God, what did my dad do this time?
No. Do you remember like... Because I didn't know what we were talking about, but he was like telling you this story about it like that morning. The police stopped this guy on your street like who was walking up and down the road swinging a sword around. Yeah.
I don't remember this story at all. It was probably crazy old man Rex. We just got...
He was like... And your dad, like, he said something like, there was a guy like, that doll you're making was walking up and down swinging a sword or something.
Like what?
Like that doll you're making, like the Link teddy you were making.
Oh! That doll.
Like walking up and down. And then you were saying something like, what? And he was like, and it didn't have no pointy ears and no hat or something.
My dad is too much.
It's like, where did this story come from? There's this man just marauding around Jacksonville, like, swinging a sword.
No, have you ever heard that? Do you know about the meme, like, Florida Man?
No, I do not.
Well, basically, like, people just compile, like, headlines about, like, crazy men from Florida, and, like, the headlines are like, Florida man walks around swinging sword, Florida man does such and such, and, like, Florida man leads a very interesting life where he dies several times.
Amanda, I'm doing the Daredevil tit-bot.
Daredevil tit-bot. Gotcha.
I'm not going to be able to do this.